Today daku nakawe tunamata sitore you today daku nakawe. Okay, so I've gone to hello friends. First of all, thank you very much for joining me in today's video. Um, what the devil meant as a showdown, the Lord meant for a show out, and the Lord showed him out. I'd gone to Walmart to make a late night purchase, and while I was about to, pack, I wanted to back up into a space behind me, but then I saw a car pull out from my front. So I just felt front parking is easier than parking backwards. So I decided to park in the space right in front of me. But unfortunately, that space was kind of tight for me to maneuver my car. So I still needed to reverse a little bit before I can now pull forward. While I was reversing, I hit the car behind me. It was ever so lightly, but then I hit it. So I just quickly parked the car, came out of my own car, and I didn't know which particular car it was that I hit because I looked at all the cars there. They were intact. In fact, there was one car that had two passengers in it, the driver and another person. So it's like, is it your car I hit? They said, no, you didn't hit us. We actually saw you while you're trying to reverse now, and we don't think you hit any car. It was that so light. However, like I said, I did hit the car. And anyways, all the cars looked intact. So if I'd seen a scratch on any car, maybe I would have alerted somebody, the Walmart security or something. But there was nothing I saw. There was no car that looked like it had any damage. So I went inside the store. As I was about to enter Walmart, I don't know what made me turn back. I just felt like what I came to get, I don't want to get this again. Let me go to Target. So I was walking to my car. By the time I got to my car, I saw somebody in front of the car that I had hit. Now, immediately, the woman saw me. She said, you were the one that hit my brother's car. You were the one that hit my brother's car. And I was just like, Mom, I'm so sorry. I started bleeding and everything. Everything fell on deaf ears. She was making noise. She was threatening me. And then she told me, she said, you are not leaving anytime soon tonight. In fact, I was going to spend the night behind bars. That's what she literally told me. And then she was like, this is her brother's car. The guy just got it freshly painted, freshly renovated for thousands of dollars. And they were going to show me. I was just pleading with her. And all this while, she was on her phone. Now, let me quickly say something. When I was trying to reverse, there was some guy that was wheeling out a cart from Walmart. So it was actually the one that made me know which car it was that I hit. Because like I told you, I asked the car with passengers if I hit them, and they said I didn't hit them and that they don't think I hit any car, that they actually saw me. So, but this guy told me the car I hit, I inspected the car, there was no scratch, there was no damage. All right. I did not know that this guy waited for me to leave the scene. When I left the scene, he went to alert Walmart security. You will not believe. He described me to a T. He described the experience. He described everything. So, and when he did that, he drove off because these people later told me, this woman that was threatening me, she herself and her brother later told me who told them about me. So this particular customer who was just carrying his own card out, the guy waited to tell on me before he left. Anyways, the woman was on her phone. I don't know what she was doing, but then I heard her talking to the owner of the car. After a while, she was like, she's out here. What do you want me to do? Before I knew it, I saw the owner of the car. He was coming towards me. The guy was weaving on his feet. He was drunk. He was thinking of alcohol. And then he was threatening from a distance. I spent thousands of dollars on this car recently. That people of God, within the twinkle of an eye, a police car had swung by. They had called the police on me. And what surprised me the most is this. I was the kind of coolness, the kind of calmness, the crazy composure I had in that moment. This happened yesterday. I was dazed. I didn't know how I was so calm, I was so cool. There were people beside me. The people were fretting. Somebody was there. The person was already almost crying for me and everything. And in fact, a little girl was there and she was saying, no, it was just a mistake. The woman told her to shut up. This is between adults. They really meant me. So the policeman came, they were asking me a lot of questions. Now, from that incident, I realized why it is so important for you to be used to listening to the voice of God. When they were asking me questions, insurance, driver's license, this, that, how did it happen, what happened, describe, it was as though somebody was telling me answers in my ears and I was just speaking them. Like I was talking, I didn't know what I was saying. I wasn't thinking about what I was saying. However, what were coming out of my mouth is like when security operatives have radio frequencies in their ears and somebody is passing an instruction from the command center, right? And everybody can hear. So it was as though somebody was talking into my head. In fact, I literally saw Jesus on the scene. See, they had told me I was not going anywhere that night, so I was going to spend the night behind bars. They were threatening hellfire and brimstone. The policeman came. He was armed to the tooth. I don't know why American police are like this. I mean, if they're supposed to, no policeman should dress and look like we're supposed to feel secure around them. But you need to see the way they were horribly armed. Yet, I was so cool. I was so lackadaisical about the whole situation. I was talking calmly. People were agitating for me, beside me. But I didn't know. I didn't know how to agitate. I'm not kidding. I wasn't even funny. I just knew that Jesus had this under control. It was as though I saw Jesus there. And I really thank God. I was so calm. The woman that was threatening, she felt weak at a point. She knelt on the car. And funny enough, when the policeman came, the policeman was like, okay, show me the damage. Guys, there was no damage to show. So much so that the policeman had to ask, is this all there is to it? The guy was like, what do you mean? Is this all there is to it? I told you I just painted my car for thousands of dollars. I have the receipt in the car. Even the policeman was saying, is this all to all to it? So the policeman didn't want to make him feel offended. So the policeman started asking, insurance, this, that. My insurance was not with me. It was my mailbox. I tried to open my mailbox. For some reason, it wasn't coming up. At the point, the policeman told me he was going to back up his own car and then come back to meet me. And then that I should call anybody I know around, that because he was not going to allow me to drive off, without calling anybody. I didn't know that when he entered his car, when he told me he was going to back up his car, he wasn't going to back up his car. He actually went to insert my plate number in the computer to run my plate, whether I actually had insurance or not. So he now came down and was like, okay, you're good to go. Just drive safely. I just ran your plates and I saw you have insurance. I was like, but this guy told me that he was just going to back up his car. I think that, in short, people of God, that was how the Spirit of God just delivered me from both a threatening policeman, a threatening woman, a drunk alcoholic man. At the point, the man was moving near me and I was, worried. This is COVID-19 period. People are supposed to keep 6 feet apart, but the guy was coming near me. I didn't know he was actually coming to inhale my breath, whether I was reeking of alcohol, whether I was drunk. The guy was the one that was drunk. He was coming to smell my own breath, whether I was drunk, because later he told the policeman that he actually smelled me out and he saw that I had not been drinking. But the greatest thing, apart from the deliverance that the Lord wrought for me, is the fact, my composure, my calmness, and the fact that it was just as though the Spirit was just telling me the answers to give them. I thought I was answering, but I wasn't thinking. Somebody was telling me the answers I was giving to them. This is why it's important for you to have a very solid relationship with the Spirit of God. If you are used to hearing Him in the privacy of your room, see, when you are in the darkest corners of life, when you are in the deepest waters, when you are in the Wa'ala period of life, I'll translate that, you will be able to hear Him and know what to say to get yourself free from whatever the enemy has planned in the distance. Thank you very much, guys. Deliverance is available for you. Help is always available for you. Jesus is always going to be there. Take your walk and your relationship with Him seriously. I would love for you to kindly subscribe to this channel. These are the kind of uplifting, inspirational, spiritual videos you can always expect, to get on this channel. Please subscribe to this channel, and the Lord God Almighty will also show up for you every single time. Thank you very much. See you next time.